So, Reanimal just came out for basically everybody, the public, whatever you want to say. Some people were playing it the other day, and I've got to be honest, Reanimal is already better than Little Nightmares 3. But in this video, I'm going to explain to you why I feel that way. But first, like and subscribe if you like Little Nightmares or Reanimal content. I'll be uploading videos on that. So yeah, let's go ahead and get right into it. And I'm gonna preface this by saying I don't hate Little Nightmares 3. I just thought it was severely disappointing of a game, and I feel like Reanimal to me is like what I guess Little Nightmares 3 should have just been. But let's go ahead and start out. So this game has a huge feature that Little Nightmares 3 does not have, which is local co-op. The demo of Reanimal has local co-op, and Little Nightmares 3, the full game, only has online co-op, which is severely disappointing. I'm not sure why that's even a thing. I don't understand why you wouldn't even just have it to where, you know, you could play with a friend or someone else or your freaking sibling or something. I don't know why that's not a feature. I feel like that would be mandatory for any game that's like this that has co-op. I don't know why, but that's already, you know, that's already one thing. That's already a pro about Reanimal, and we haven't even gotten into the actual game yet. But yeah, speaking of co-op features, I feel like this game utilizes the co-op way better than Little Nightmares 3. Even from the demo, it has sections where, you know, you have to help each other, hoist each other up. I feel like the way they use the co-op in puzzles is better. I feel like there's just a lot of features here that utilize the co-op feature a lot differently. You guys even like share a camera, which I thought was gonna be like, but it actually, in my opinion, is better. I feel like there's some interesting camera angles that they do in this demo, interesting things that they do with you guys sharing a camera. I thought it was going to be terrible, but it's not, so I'm like, okay, that works. It works. I feel like it is a little bit better. And there's also one part in specifically where you guys have to hop onto like a train cart, and then you guys have to both move upside or up and down, up and down, and up and down. And I really think that the co-op, it's used better here than it is in Little Nightmares, where I feel like Little Nightmares 3 was just kind of like, it's co-op, which is always going to make a game better, but, you know, other than the occasional parts where you have to fight a monster together or fight a little enemy together or something like that, I feel like they utilize co-op better here, at least. And I've got to be honest, the monsters in this game, the designs look creepier, they're way scarier. There's one part where they're like flattened out like balloons, and you go into this one section and you just got to run from, you know, all the monsters on the ground like slithering towards you, and it's just, the design is way cooler. And even at the end of the demo where you get chased by the kind of like, I don't know, the hat guy, whatever, he's like on all fours, so it's very creepy and everything. It's just like, to me, it's way creepier and scarier than anything in Little Nightmares 3. I don't know what it was, but when I played Little Nightmares 3, I didn't have this, like, I wasn't really creeped out by anything or like disgusted or anything. And there's even one point where I'm gonna call him the hat guy, I don't know, but that monster crawled into a body, and it's like very grotesque, and I was like, dude, this is cool, like this is actually creepy. But yeah, unfortunately, Little Nightmares 3 to me just doesn't have any of that. It doesn't have any moments where I'm like, damn, that was cool, like, and very creepy. But honestly, as well, I've got to say the atmosphere, in my opinion, is just better. They just nail the atmosphere here way better than in Little Nightmares 3. It's, like I said, it's creepier and scarier. It just has that more horror, I guess, feeling to it, rather than what I think it also has something to do with like the brightness and the lighting and everything like that. I feel like just everything just works way better for the atmosphere here. Like, the atmosphere here is 10 times better than in that game, unfortunately, but it is what it is. And yeah, I mean, I gotta be honest, the atmosphere helps with the tension. The tension is way better than Little Nightmares 3. It's better than all of Little Nightmares 3. Not once when I played Little Nightmares 3 did I feel any like sort of like tension really at all, except for maybe a slight few spots. Go, go, go. Oh my god, Jesus, it's right there. Oh, you need to shoot a button. Jesus, Osea.
He's like, see ya.
With the where you're running away from the boss or the monster, maybe. But to me, all the bosses and stuff were all lackluster, and they weren't really like that scary, and I wasn't very creeped out by them compared to this game. And even where I got the stuff that I really wish, where I say that this game is more like Little Nightmares 3 or what Little Nightmares 3 should have been, is it's just pretty, it actually does do some innovative and new stuff. Like, for instance, the characters talk to each other.
I freaked
Had
out.
a temporary moment of insanity.
Yeah, my bad, bro.
Oh, they speak. What the fuck? What the hell? That's something they've never done in Little Nightmares ever, is they don't talk ever. So
That's different.
which I was very surprised that they actually have a conversation together in the very beginning of the demo, which I thought was very interesting. And I honestly, to me, that right there made me more connected to these main characters than all of Little Nightmares, or Low and Alone, I think that's their name. I was more connected to these characters than those characters at all. Like, they actually have conversations, and it actually pushes, you know, this type of game forward in a weird way. I would say the animations as well are very fluid. The movement feels very good, and it feels like a step in the right direction. It just feels fun to play. It feels better to play than Little Nightmares. I know I know y'all think I'm gonna be hating on Little Nightmares 3 this whole video, and I'm just hating on the game. I promise I don't hate it, but it was very disappointing. I don't think anybody can deny that fact compared to the other two games. And yeah, basically, even the boat section I feel like was very interesting. That was pretty interesting for this type of game. You never really done that, and also some of the deaths I feel like are better in this game as well. The deaths, because I just tested out at some point just to see what the deaths were like, and you could get blown up by a bomb, and it was kind of crazy, and then you could get obviously taken by the monster, and you'd get eaten. There we go.
Oh, hell.
Oh shit, wait. Oh shit.
No.
Ricky saw you run.
He ain't seen that. Oh, my.
Holy shit.
Got eaten. How did he see me?
And it's very eerie and weird, and I just feel like it is better. And honestly, the worst part of the demo to me is that it ends so abruptly. It ends during a chase, like the very middle of a chase.
Oh, look who wanted to join. Hell,
He helped
nah.
us. He helped us.
Shit, get the. Ain't no way all three of us climbing this ladder in sync like this, bro.
Fours, bro.
There's not enough.
Holy
not enough
fuck.
space. Bitch, move. Why'd you pause it?
Wait, no, it ended.
Oh, that was it. What? That was so sudden.
I know, bro. What the hell? It ended right there in the middle of the chase. They couldn't even complete the chase first. Holy
Funky
shit.
demo ending. That was cool though. I like that.
Yeah. That's already better than Little Nightmares 3, the entire game. I can't even. But, I mean, to be honest, if we're comparing demos, this blows the Little Nightmares 3 demo even out of the water. Because nothing happened in that demo, and it was just kind of lackluster. I'm going to be honest. Compared to the game even, I thought the game would be better when that came out, but yeah, I basically just wanted to keep playing the Reanimal demo. Little Nightmares 3 kind of ended, and I was like, okay, whatever. So yeah, I hope you guys like this video. I just wanted to explain that. I think Reanimal, I think it's safe to say that that game is going to be better than Little Nightmares 3, even from the demo, which is sad to say, and it's very unfortunate because I am a huge fan of Little Nightmares and all the games, but unfortunately, it is what it is. I mean, it makes more sense because these guys that made Reanimal made Little Nightmares 1 and 2, so I guess it makes more sense, and Supermassive made Little Nightmares 3, and you can just kind of tell, in my opinion, that they just put something together and just called it Little Nightmares at the end of the day. They just needed to get out a game. I don't feel like any of the bosses or levels in Little Nightmares 3 even equate to what Little Nightmares 1 or 2 did, or, you know, and hopefully Reanimal will blow Little Nightmares 3 out of the water. I really hope that it will be what I guess we were hoping for with Little Nightmares 3. But yeah, if you guys like this, like and subscribe. I'll make future videos like this. Yeah, appreciate you guys for watching this far, and I'll see you guys next video. Peace.